tryhards are in the red. They're going to go up against each other, ladies and gentlemen, here in the consolation final of the ESEA Season 14 LAN playoffs, where we decide who's going to be number 1, number 2, and number 3 in North America. Number 4, Apocalypse Gaming, has already been decided, as tryhards knocked them out earlier today. And right now we're going to have to see who gets second and who gets third for the time being. Blank, go ahead.
Well, this first mid-fight, we see a lot of soldiers kind of jumping around, but no real picks. Finally, Try goes down, Enigma goes down. We have a 5-on-5 for each team, but the positioning for tryhards, they're all kind of clumped up around this rock there. Soldier trying to jump in behind. That's got to be Blaze. He's going to get picked off here, though. And Mixup's just kind of blobbing up and sort of picking apart tryhards one at a time. So the first mid-fight's going to go to Mixup here, Pledge.
Mixup picks up that first one over the tryhards, and as the Blues just gather themselves together, you see Harblue is actually down, so they're probably going to wait for him to at least do something. Clockwork goes down though, so that obviously is going to trigger something coming out of the Mixup players. Moving towards this second point, have some players jumping in. Quick Fix probably going to get popped off here any second. Actually, Smaka keeps hold on to that one. Looks like the tryhards have decided not to hold towards this second point. They're going to let it get cut by Mix. They're just going to hold on towards last. And now is where it gets interesting, because on every single map so far, Quick Fix versus Quick Fix got stalemated from second to last. How is Process going to fare in that regard?
Oh, I feel like this last is actually fairly, among like all the other lasts, this one's probably pretty easy in terms of pushing out, in my opinion. With a 2-pick advantage on the Demo Man and a Scout 3-pick advantage, that should probably be a free 2, yeah. Platinum's just getting out of dodge here, realizing that contesting that point when they're only 3 up would probably be suicide. And here, we see the Clockwork Sniper and Blaze on Heavy, so the Heavy Sniper, which has kind of been sort of the standard this LAN final so far is going on. Clockwork hits an incredible headshot on Moot. Red people flying into mid here, Pledge, and we have a back cap going for Mixup, but I think the Mixup Uber's coming out to contest this. Is Pledge able to block it? No, the combo goes down, and oh no, this is bad news bears for Mixup.
Blank, this is one of those things, man. Well. It's one of those things, if you go for the backup block, you either succeed and you win the round, or you die and lose the round. And I think the second option right now is going to be up for grabs here. The tryhards rushing their way into last. Their Sticky Trap is going to kill that one off. And if you go for the backup block and don't succeed, this is what happens. The tryhards take a 1-0 lead.
It's basically, you put in all the chips and you all in right there. And, unfortunately, it just doesn't pay off there for Classic Mixup, and tryhards pull off the first round here.
Yeah, very well played to them. Second middle now is going to come live, and obviously anything can still happen. Mixup picked up that first middle. Let's see if they can repeat the thing they did earlier in this fight that's about to break loose here. As the tryhards come in, pick up that first frag onto Harblue. Very well played. Great shot there from Try. Gets that hit onto Enigma midair. And as Moose drops, really only Try is going to be the guy to die. Blaze jumps in, and he's been a phenomenal player throughout this entire LAN. Takes down Smacker, takes down Seagull as well. And Blaze and Try is doing massive amounts of work here for the tryhards. The soldiers for the tryhards, definitely the guys who've been stepping up, apart from Clockwork obviously as well.
Well, it's kind of as I call it. I feel like I said, I think this is a map where really they're going to get to shine, and oh, Harblue is able to drop KB. But Mixup committing both their soldiers to get that pick. I feel like tryhards will probably be able to secure the 2-cap here, Pledge, and we see already the Enigma Heavy coming out, so Mixup wasting no time to roll out the off classes.
I think Enigma's played more Heavy and Sniper than he has played Scout throughout this event so far. And I think that actually goes for a lot of people. I think Clockwork's been running more Sniper than Scout so far at this event. Harblue has not been running Soldier at all. That's one of those things that's just been happening throughout the entire event. Off classes become very apparent. Let's see, what is Mixup going to decide to do? Yes, you have a quick fix, yes, you have an advantage, but pushing through anywhere with the stickies, are we going to see a sticky trap? That is my question. No, they do pick up 2 though, as Joker pops that one off. Obviously, Joker is also known as Smacker. That might be where you get a little bit of confusion with the names, but just to make that one clarify, we can see right now the Mixup are going to rock through onto this one. KBK does have that quick fix ready to rock and roll though. They do get a kill onto Harblue. Might be a little bit of an opening they were looking for, but it's only 3 players, now 4 players, and here we're going to go, ladies and gentlemen. They fly across in, kind of need 1 extra. Really, just 1 kill onto Harblue is not going to be enough. They need 1 more in order to make this one work. It's not going to happen so far though, and Boomer seems a little bit caught. He's going to get taken down by Platinum. You can see now, Clockwork is going to be the guy to watch. He takes down Plat. And is he going to be able to do anything more apart from that? He kind of needs 1 more. as the tryhards, they're doing a good job. They're still okay, but it's 4 versus 4, and anything can still happen right here in this exchange, as the Mixup players are now coming in, Black.
Yeah, Mixup coming in and well, I mean, these Ubers are just so wacky. See, these are the kind of maps I wanted to see with Quick Fix, where rather than you just have a bunch of heavies shooting at each other, you see these medics just flying through the air, looking like a couple of eagles. But anyways, the Joker does go down in that exchange, and KBK with a full Uber advantage. Scout trying to get in here. Is he going to be able to force the pop? Hardblue coming in as well. KBK finally popping that Uber, but these should be 2 free picks, and tryhards are just going to walk this into mid-pledge.
Just going to walk it out, and I think they're going to be perfectly fine. They need to make sure they don't lose players unnecessarily, though, and like, one pick there on the hero might be okay. Oh, they lose the medic as well, coming in. Platinum just flying his way in there, gets that frag onto KBK. Mixup is just going to take that one and leave it. I don't think they're going to mind losing this middle point, because they got a massive advantage here, and as soon as Enigma and Platinum come out of that spawn door, they're going to be able to fight for this one. It looks like they're a little bit indecisive. Like, I don't think they needed to do that. They are going to do it. They are going to be able to make it happen, though. But they give KBK the advantage that the tryhards, in honesty, they could really use right now.
Yeah, both teams just really don't want to give up this middle point. I think I'd probably call this the longest mid fight in history. I mean, sure, there was a push on the 2 for a while, but this has been about 2 minutes of action just non-stop on this mid. I think we've seen about 3 or 4 different quick fix Ubers just trade hands here. But it looks like things are finally starting to cool down with Mixup behind on Uber here, but we see the big jump. Holy moly, by Boomer and KBK. Boomer's gonna go down to a sticky trap. Try's gonna get killed off by Moose here. And oh man, KBK, I think they might have regretted their decision as soon as it happened. We have the Clockwork Sniper here. He's gonna go down. The only consolation prize is he did kill Hardblue, but that really doesn't mean much here.
The tryhards were trying very, very hard to make that one happen, but in the end it was really not very productive for them in order to do that one. It did look cool. They're getting style points for Pledge, that's for sure. As this crit streak now gets popped off here. On to last. No kills just yet for Seagull, and a great shot from Ty comes out, takes him down, but the crits follow up from Platinum. Doing a good amount of work right now. Try and Hero both go down to him. It seems like Mixup is really just cleaning this one up right now. 1 all is on the board. Really, it's anyone's game. Mixup so far has been good on middles. Tryhards really just biting off from themselves, showing they're not going to be here to just lose out to Mixup.
Yeah, tryhards, I mean, if they go down, they're not going to go down without a fight, but Smacker there's slightly beefing the rollout, so he'll be a little bit slower here. Curious to see how tryhards react to this, as watching the Smacker cam here, he's just kind of tanking up his heavy class as a soldier comes flying high in the sky. Harblue's gonna go down here, tries on 7 HP, Enigma dipping into the deep red. Pretty slow developing mid-fight as far as, Smacky eats a pipe, he's gonna pump the quick fix here. KVK only at 90%, he doesn't actually have it yet, but Mixup is just not able to get anything so far. And we're gonna see KVK come in with his own Uber really soon. Smacker hits the Skybox. Oh, it's a crit?
It is crits for KVK, yeah. They don't even need it. Clockwork and Blaze actually do a massive amount of work. They get the picks down onto Mix. And this is the thing, Seagull's still alive. He's on last, but that means that there is a sticky trap somewhere. KBK has the tendency today to, like every other medic today, run into sticky traps. This is the one thing that could mess up this push for tryhards. They have the crit streak. There's absolutely nothing on the side of Mix. There's a heavy, they're going to be able to do it perfectly fine. Here they come, coming in towards this left-hand side. No kills just yet. You see Try, he's not going to be able to make the shot, but there you go. The kills are coming out for Boomer. So he picks up 2, probably going to be enough. They get the 3rd as well, finally onto Harblu, but there's still 2 scouts for Mix alive. Can they kill those people off? Blaze and Hero are going to be able to just deal the tons of damage that they need. And the 2-1 is on the board right now for the tryhards. And they lost Badlands 5-1 earlier today, their very first match. They lost Gullywash 5-2 earlier today. And now suddenly, brutally, taking that 2-1 lead against Classic Mixup.
Yeah, Mixup perhaps a little bit tired from their really drawn-out series against HRG, but nonetheless, tryhards putting on a strong showing so far. These relatively quick rounds as we see Blaze jumping up top here, missing his rockets though on Seagull, electing to jump past Hardblue there, gets a nice rocket on the Smacka, finally goes down to a nit. Are they going to be able to get anything else? These mid-fights are pretty slow, but it looks like Mixup's starting to pull away now with this.
Crits again, yeah, the crit streak is going to happen right here. I think Boomer's going to kill everything. Give a crit to Boomer! Give one sticky to... No, don't give it now! I think that coordination was a little bit messed up. I was looking at Boomer. He was waiting for something to happen. It didn't actually come at him. Oh my god, the juggle! Harblu almost gets that kill to KBK. The team rushes in though, and Mix coordinating this properly, but Boomer gets a double with those stickies. Not going to be able to do anything else. Now comes back into the fray, 175 HP. The rest of his team are still fighting for this one. Mix and Tryhard's very equal right here. But with the kills onto Try and Clockwork, finally it looks like Mix is catching a break.
Yeah, potentially, but they're still fighting for this point really aggressively. Just neither team wants to give up any ground. And Blaze gets a nice double kill, triple kill even, takes out both the scouts and Smacka on Medic. He's not even done yet. He takes down Seagull. So Blaze just flexing his roamer muscle there, dropping a bind too, and just have 4K there, saving the second point for Tryhards. And that should be a free middle too, as Harblu jumps in really early at choke. Platinum's gonna get spotted out as well, and this, yeah, these soldiers aren't really gonna be able to do much. Harblu should go down here. Platinum trying to make it out of choke, and just KBK sitting there with a 40% advantage, but Platinum...
Is Mix really taking this fight to them? Is this really Mix? This is... Classic Mixup is doing something that doesn't make any sense, but it's working out for them at the moment. Seagull gets the kill into KBK. Enigma comes up the flank, picks up that double himself, is now going to go for the triple. They do still have possession of that middle point. They're going to make their way towards the second point right now, and everyone just stacks that one up. Mix with the advantage, with the player advantage, with the everything advantage. Going to be looking to equalize the score here in just a bit, Black.
Yeah, that reminds me of a little classic Mix-Up from Season 12 where they just get really aggressive on some of these non-Uber pushes when they see an opening, and right there they just went off the damage and positioning, and it ended up working out in their favor. As the push does come in the last here, Platinum's able to pick off Boomer, getting a lot of damage on the try, and wow, just a clean push out of Plat, and we're tied 2-2 already.
A very quick game compared to the other ones that we've had in the past today. After 12 minutes, the score is tied up 2-2 all, and obviously this next middle is going to be super important with regards to who's going to take the momentum advantage going into halftime. And obviously a middle, that doesn't mean you win the round, but it's a very nice indication to win a round, that's for sure. So you can see Harblu jumping in, jumping his way back out. And now this is kind of where Mix shines. They like to be aggressive right now. Platinum goes down. They do get the kill to Boomer though, which is a very important one. And with the follow-up frags from Moose coming in onto Try, onto Clockwork, they do finally manage to get a lot of space here. Mix, they may have found a way to beat the Tryhards here.
Yeah, just the scouts, they're combining for 4 kills there on the Tryhards, and Tryhards completely wiped here. Only Boomer's alive right now. This should be a 2-cap for Mix-Up, and I imagine they might just start rolling this in the last here. They're thinking about it, yeah. Seagull's calling for this push in the bottom left, and they're going in, Play.
And there's no sticky trap just yet as well, so they're going to be perfectly fine just killing off KBK first. And really this quick fix is going to last for long enough that they get at least 1, then 2, and actually 5, 6 frags in total to manage to pick this one up. It's going to be 3-2, ladies and gentlemen, for the Classic Mix-Up team going into halftime right here. A very fast one compared to everything that we've seen today. This feels like, I feel like I'm back in Europe, weirdly enough. It is almost 3 AM and I feel like I'm watching European Team Fortress 2 right now. That one's really fast. The rounds were short. And in general, it was very even as well. The team who won the middle ended up winning rounds pretty much all the time.
Yeah, that was some really good, just high-octane aggression coming out of both teams, and that's really sort of like the styles they had. I mean, before the quick fix came out and all this heavy shenanigans and whatnot, you know, you typically consider a team like Mix-Up or Tryhards as sort of aggressive teams, and I think these teams are finally starting to revert back to how they usually play, which is really sort of refreshing to see after all these long, stalematy games.
And one thing about Mix, obviously, as we start this second half, is that they're a team of champions. There's no one on that team who doesn't know what it feels like to be a champion. Like 1 or 2, but all of them are playing at a high level. They're so experienced. They know what it's like to be down, basically, on a LAN in some sort of grand final. And onto this middle point, Mix, once again, is going to have to show why they're one of the best. As Harblu gets the entry frag. They're onto Hero. It's a 6 versus 5. Can they capitalize on this? Moose gets 1. Seagull picks up a 3rd as well. And when Seagull picks up a 4th, that's pretty much when you know it's over. As the Triers, they do keep their medic alive. Is that a crit screak or is that a quick fix? That is the main thing I'm looking for. It is a crit screak. Boomer's still alive. He's going to have to do something completely massive if he wants to do anything. But the player's already in, coming into last. And it looks like Boomer is going to look for this one. Here we go!
Uh-oh. Whiffs it completely.
hype it up so much that that happens, basically. Well, it doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. The door was in the way, and Boomer's not going to like that. But the Uber charges are exchanged. Blaze and Platinum both get taken down. 5 versus 5. Anything can still happen. Seagull coming in. Maybe a little bit too aggressive. If they can take him down, they'll be alright. But he's going to end up jumping out of there. No problem whatsoever. Hero rocking that heavy weapons guy as well. He's going to stop Mix in its pass, at least for the time being. Moose was sitting in the back. He got taken down. And now finally it looks like the game is stabilizing a little bit. We have some sort of stalemate.
Yeah, but I imagine tryhards are going to try using this Kritzkrieg as soon as it comes up, because they realize that Mixup is on the quick fix, and with Enigma going down and Moose still down, this is going to cue the push out, I imagine, from tryhard. And yeah, they're starting to push out on the 2.
I'm not really sure if this is going to work. Blank, I feel a little bit scared. I really feel scared for the tryhards here. I really don't think they should do this. You can see Hero, he's sort of poking out. They already lost 2 players. You lost, get out! Like, you're already 6 versus 4. Obviously, they have the crit streak so they can make stuff happening, and it kind of needs. Here comes the rocket! Follow-up rocket as well. There come the stickies flying in. They do get the kill onto Smaka. Is it going to be too late, considering that they've already lost a player in the process, and they've got a lot of damage on them as well. Boomer goes down, but so far this exchange very, very even. As both Mix and tryhards disengage right here, no one is feeling comfortable enough in order to make something happen here.
Yeah, Try had a really good flank, and wow, Enigma just kind of bossed Try there, dodging 3 out of 4 of the rockets and taking them down with the meat shot. But luckily for tryhards, they're sitting at last. They have about a 45% crits advantage here. I think they're going to try and use it again, because, I mean, you don't want to sit at last indefinitely, you know, you're just... Eventually, the other team's going to get lucky and end up winning a push, so...
Let's see, Clockwork running that sniper rifle once again. He's just going to try and puncture a bullet straight through the hearts of Mix, or the heads basically, if he wants to get extra damage done. We'll have to wait and see if he can pull that one off. He's going to go from that top hand side, looking for the flick basically. See if he can manage to pull that one off. No one is looking for the time being. As soon as the soldier comes around, Clockwork has decided it's not worth his time anymore. Let's see, where is he going to move this time around? They're probably going to wait until anyone gets a pick. It's the style Mix has been playing today. Harblue usually suiciding in, off-classing, doing whatever the hell he needs to do in order to make something happen. And Clockwork, the deadly sniper, the deadliest sniper of the day, basically. He's going to try and get stuff happening as well. Harblue suicides in, didn't get anything done. Got killed in the process as well. It looks like with Blaze going down, it's just a roamer each. Mixup might fancy going in onto this one.
They actually have a crit streak here, Pledges. Yeah, the crit streak comes out from Seagull, and he's able to draw KBK with a crit snipe and Boomer, so 2 just crucial picks coming out. Moose is going to go down, but I think the damage has been done, Pledge, and that crit sticky snipe from Seagull just plants it right in KBK's face and says, sorry, Crossbow Kid, but you're dropping that Uber.
I'm quite sure that the suicides from Harblue was also mainly to get the intelligence on where KBK was actually sitting, so they could get the crit in. Like, straight. I might give him too much credit here. I hope I'm not. I hope they're that brilliant, but I think that could be the case. So you can see both of these teams right now moving their way in towards middle. Mixup 4-2 in the lead. Match point here. Let's see if we process. Let's see if the tryhards can pull this one back, or if Mix is just going to keep on going and kill some nerds.
Oh, really nice pipe coming out of Boomer here. Looks like the frag's still trading hand. 2 scouts up for Mixup, but they have a combined health of less. Oh, they both get the med packs here, and this could go either way here. Try and Hero, are they gonna be able to take down Enigma? The Try shotgun, so Try. Big David Wang taking my advice when he asked me, Blank, should I run the shotgun at LAN? I said, yes, please, it'll work wonders, and that right there, just that shotgun gets securing the 2K, and this gives tryhards a mid-fight win.
They're a little scared to actually stand on this point and cap. They could have had it capped a long time ago. They're just going to wait and play it safe for the time being. Obviously, the tries, they are 4-2 down. A single mistake, like a backup block, which we saw in round number 1, is going to get them killed. Clockwork now getting taken down. Probably sitting around that side, just being a little bit sneaky, like he just is in general. I don't think Clockwork's going to mind. He's just going to pick up the rifle and work his way from there, probably.
Yeah, both teams trading a frag here. Let me see, are both teams on the quick fix, out of curiosity? KBK is... Oh, we have a crit streak for Smack. Seagull gets another crits in. Oh my god, Seagull just has KBK's number. I mean, KBK's dropped countless Ubers this LAN, and oh man. Just another one being dropped like that. Sooner or later, you gotta imagine, is it getting to him here? Oh, Seagull with a really aggressive jump in there, and Clockwork just says, sorry, buddy. meet the double meet, but still, nonetheless, it looks like Mixup's starting to finally gain the upper hand here. They do have the healing advantage, and there we go, starting to put some time on middle. There is a soldier behind jumping in. Is that Blaze or is that Try?
Why
No,
did
Blaze.
he focus Platinum? I do not understand, but he went to go for Platinum. He was 20 HP short of actually killing him off.
I
In the end, he's gonna
imagine.
stay alive.
I imagine somebody gave the call that, you know, Platinum's
he's
really
low.
hurt. So,
Yeah.
and I mean, I guess at first he didn't see the medic, so he just figured I'll shoot the soldier because I'm behind. But we do have the Kritzkrieg moving up here with Platinum, already on the other
behind.
team's bats. Yep. And oh, here it comes. Try goes down. Hero goes down. Uh-oh, but Clockwork taking down Smacka, but oh, a sticky trap from Boober. Platinum getting really low on the bats here. Are they going to be able to hold this? No, looks like they're not going to contest it, but they do have the medic advantage. The soldier is in at last. Hardblue does go down. No real damage done here, and Tryhards might actually push out on this pledge.
We've been, like, weirdly enough, I said on Snakewater when Classic Mixup played against HRG, I said that Seagull hasn't had a lot of Kritzkriegs up his ass. In this game, so far, every single one of them has been spot on, and something like that is really what Mixup can use with regards to just the future matchups. And this one, so far, 4-2 lead. Looks like the Tryhards are trying unbelievably. I don't want to say hard, but it makes perfect sense into this one to actually grab this second point. It looks like they are going to be able to make it happen this time around, though. Get the double kill onto Moose and onto Hardblue. Blaze has gone down. They're not going to care too much about that one. Don't walk into a sticky trap is my call. Please don't tell me there's stickies around that corner. No one checked. They're perfect. They're perfectly fine. The stickies are not there. Everyone else is just going to make their way in right now. And it looks like the Tryhards, they're going to have to drop out of this one. Regular Uber gets popped off. Didn't even notice that one. As Joker, obviously, they were on their way to pushing last. It does make perfect sense. The question is right now, with the quick fix ready for KBK, how much is it going to hurt?
It looks like it's hurting a lot as Hardblue goes down here, Platinum goes down, Moose is down. That's 3 kills in the advantage of Tryhards, and they're going to be rolling this in the middle, and it looks like Tryhard's starting to feel a little bit more confident in their play. The Scout pushing up really aggressively, but realizing we can just get the cap. The soldiers will be coming up. It'll be interesting to note whether or not they push with this one Scout pick pledge.
They're aggressive like they have been throughout the day. The question is they cannot overextend. If they overextend now, they lose the round. Like, you know that as well as I do. It's like they cannot make a mistake. They have to wait. They have to see how this one pans out. They do have the quick fix ready to rock and roll. Joker, they know, is on regular Uber charge. He doesn't have it yet. 95% onto Smacka right now. As he hits that regular Uber charge, a sigh of relief springs around the mixed team, especially with those 2 kills they picked up earlier. I would not be surprised to see Clockwork picking up that sniper rifle here as Mixup tries to make their way towards the middle point. They're a little bit hesitant, and even the Uber gets forced off quite early. I don't think this Uber is going to do anything. The question is, though, what are the Tryhards going to be able to do against this Mixup team now without an Uber?
Mixup is running a heavy in Moose, but he's finally starting to get tanked up. I think they might have spotted the heavy and realized, dang, we don't want to jump into that. I mean, 500 pounds of just Russian muscle and a minigun, but it looks like now they're finally starting to realize, hey, we do have this quick fix advantage, we better get moving.
If they realize that Moose is actually not there, he's sitting on the back, he's sitting behind a rock doing nothing,
Oh,
and
the
actually
Seagull
Seagull going down. Clockwork has got massive throughout the week so far, that's for sure. So now Smacka gets taken down as well. Blaze got taken down. That's no problem whatsoever. It's the Roamer taken out of the equation. But it's a 5 versus 4 fight. 5 versus 3. Is the medic going to... That's Surf! No, the drop damage is going to be there. As Harblu gets the kill onto KBK. And that kill might prove to be unbelievably valuable. The scouts are down for Mix, though. No backup pressure whatsoever. But with Boomer going down to Platinum, still... This is not an unbelievably convincing exchange in favor of the Tryhards. But it is a winning one. That's for sure.
That is, but we do see the Enigma snipers, so Enigma's starting to off-class a little bit here, but both the soldiers are still down for Mix-Up. Tryhard still on the quick fix. Let me see what Smacka is up to. Is he back to the quick fix, or is he using regular Uber? Okay, he's back on quick fix here. But we do have Enigma on sniper, but no off-classing for Tryhard. There's a slight Uber advantage here for Mix-Up, as it looks like they're thinking maybe about pushing the IT route. No, oh, Enigma goes down to a scout here.
That kind of puts a dent into every sort of pushing ideas that they had. You really cannot push 5 versus 6, especially with the enemy having a quick fix so unbelievably close to you, let alone a crit streak, which could be a possibility. You can see Seagull, he's sticking up around. Lots of stickies around that second point. They're expecting the tryhards to put the pressure down. They're expecting them to churn out that gauntlet and see if they can get the damage done. Here, Try's looking. You see Boomer looking as well. They're spamming across, seeing if they can get a pick down. It's not going to happen just yet. Everyone's still fully health on both sides. Blaze is the guy who's weak. Clockwork gets the pick onto Harblue though this time around with the help of Blaze. So a good job there on the flank. And now it's time for the main act to sort of come into play. And it doesn't look like the tryhards feel like going in onto this one. I would have loved to see a sort of choke push with like 3 or 4 men there, whilst the flank was getting completely demolished, basically.
Yeah, that would have been something I would have liked to have seen, but 3 people on the flank for tryhards were all less than 50 health, and Clockwork ends up going down, so it kind of goes back to what I said right before the match started. I believe this is one of the hardest points in the game to push, this second point, and tryhards here just trying to figure out how to push it.
That's fine, no worries. Harblue's doing the Harblue. And by that I mean doing any class ever that is not Soldier. I'll have to wait and see if he's going to be able to pull this one off. He goes all the way in the back, and like all the way in the back. Clockwork, on the other hand, getting an off-glass frag onto Seago as well. And Harblue now suddenly very far out of that fight. He's going to get the kills on Clockwork, I'm quite sure onto that one. But can he get the follow-up frags as well? He's going to go for the medic. Can he get it done? No, he cannot, as now the Enforcer comes out. Doesn't get the shot as the pain train hits him in the face. Yes, that's going to hurt, Harblue is going to say. Drops to that floor, and even though there's a lot of players behind, I think the tryhards are going to be able to look to pick up this round here in just a matter of seconds. And then a sticky trap happened, because that's what always happens at the ESEA Season 14 LAN playoffs.
Oh my god, Clockwork! He just 180'd Enigma. Holy moly.
That's...
But,
yeah.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Boomer and KVK did die to a sticky trap, so... I mean, Mixup with the full Uber advantage. They are still down Enigma from that beautiful headshot, and the Uber does come out here. KVK, Blaze, and Hero going down again, but Boomer with these stickies just killing combos.
Well, I think anyone with stickies is killing combos today, that's for sure. Oh, look at that air pipe from Seagull. Juggles him in the air and gets him down as well, straight off his try. He can probably not even believe that himself. Seagull gets those picks done. He's going to drop all the way back towards his medic. Make sure he's right there when he spawns. Obviously, there's 2 scouts are capping towards that middle. Blaze is flying in. He's going to block that one off. Maybe get a scout frag. That will be a good one as Moose drops. Harblue is only now going to spawn. It is a 6 versus 5 with a slight window and Clockwork on Sniper. This is tryhard's territory, Blank. I think they can break through here.
Yeah, I think this is going to cue the push as we see some soldier aggression coming in. The Demo Man's starting to peek, but Seagull is just really, really pesky with all these pipes. He finally elects to sticky jump out. Clockwork missing a shot. The soldier does jump in the middle here. Harblue does go down. KBK lives with about 70 health, picks up the pack, and he has the Uber advantage. Smack is at 20 health though. If tryhards knew this, they would have jumped in immediately. But Smack finally getting a med pack. He should be full health here. The counter pop's probably going to come out from Platinum here any second, and it does. Moose is able to drop Hero. There's a lot of action at this choke, and Clockwork just gets another headshot.
Oh, it's just, we've been saying it earlier today as well. Clockwork is just an absolute beast on that sniper this time around. And he's been so all day. And can we see the kill to Harblue? He picks up the health back. Jesus, that one out still gets taken down. And KBK surviving throughout all of that. Here comes Platinum. Platinum versus Clockwork is going to try and make that one happen. And the Clockwork mini crits are going to come out from that SMG. And as Platinum drops to the floor, he probably forgot to think that the escape on actually gave mini crits towards any source. They did pick up that middle point though. Mixup turns it around. Harblue is gonna rock that soldier. And as Joker, aka Smacka, is about to hit that Uber charge right here, I'm guessing it is just going to be quick fix. The boys from Mixup are going to shift it up next gear and look to close this game out if they can.
That's for sure their pledge, but this game is just, it's giving me flashbacks of a Gully Wash where it's just these individual players just coming up huge with all these frags and these plays that just make it really entertaining to watch. But I mean, I think slowly, very, very slowly but surely, Mixup is just the slightly better team and pulling ahead here. His Platinum's just able to drop KBK here. Clockwork not really connecting with anything, and this is probably going to be a lost second point as Hero goes down. Blaze trying to get a flank here. Everybody on tryhards in the deep red. Try is finally able to make it out. I think he hits the resupply there, and it's
Moose
just
is
up
on
to him
last.
and Boomer.
Yeah, Moose is already sitting on towards that last point. One sticky hit, second misses barely. Rocket is going to miss as well, and Moose gets out alive, but everyone from Mixup does not get involved. I was already anticipating on 5 red players flying towards last, but they're not going to back up Moose. He's going to get taken down, and Mixup is playing it unbelievably safe. You can see, any time they would have pushed there, but now 4-2-0 in the consolation final, the losers final, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Oh,
now
man.
they're taking it easy, and it might actually end up costing them. Smacker going down, that is not good for them whatsoever.
It's just another sticky trap. These sticky traps just... These medics seem to be attached to them somehow. They're always getting them, but Platinum here with 30 health, trying to jump around. He's just gonna... Oh! Hits the direct rocket on the clockwork and all at tryhards. If the rest of his team was there, I think they could have cleaned that up.
Here comes Harblue. Unsurprisingly, flies in, gets one rocket. That's going to be all she wrote. He now gets taken down. Everyone from the tryhards is going to be flying in towards middle. The question is, A, how far? And 2, is a sticky trap going to kill KBK whilst he does that? I think the question just remains to be seen as they pick up middle point pretty much uncontested. No sniper rifle anywhere. I wouldn't be surprised if Harblue picks that one up. Going to decide to stick with Soldier for the time being. Mixup's going to have to recuperate themselves. 80% right now on Joker. It is a crit streak that might be able to completely kill the tryhards if they don't go now. And they are waiting. The tryhards are waiting. They stop pushing. And now the Seagull crits are about to land. Here we go! Oh, I cannot believe how well that one hit. Blaze and KVK dropping that one out of there. And the Seagull crits are just an absolutely monstrous weapon for Classic Mixup, at least today, at least in this game. And it's going to end up giving Mixup the advantage that they need. And Harblue with the kill onto Boomer. Mixup stepping it up when they need to, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh man, Seagull's just... These crits he's running a crits clinic basically, just dropping 2 to 3 people every time with that first sticky, and tryhard's just... I feel kind of bad for KBK at this point. He gets a 2K onto both the soldiers there as they tried to peek rollout, and just Seagull is having a monster of a game. And as I said, Pledge, I just feel like these transitions slowly but surely, Mixup just seems to pull ahead, and Seagull isn't done yet. He's going in. Boomer's on.
Look at that Boomer!
Can the scout get it? Moose versus KBK? Oh,
stay alive, stay alive, there's 2 spawners, 2! Oh, not going to be in time. Mixup picks this one up, 5-2, and just like Gollywash earlier today, it pretty much went the exact same way. The tryhards, a good showing, but in the end, every single round, barely not managing to pull it out, barely losing out by an individual bit of magic, basically. You know what I said? I over the past 48 hours, I've been working my ass off getting notes from all over America. You know what my notes say about Seagull? Is that he's a demo man that does everything right, but nothing spectacular. Right now, I'd like to retract that statement and say he is absolutely brilliant, and he's been showing a better performance than Banny so far this LAN.
Ooh, that's a pretty bold statement.
I genuinely am more impressed with Seagull than I am with Banny.
You know,
today.
I would have to agree with you. A lot of people would, the Banny fan train, but I have to admit, Seagull is playing a rather impressive demo man this LAN.
I genuinely, like, I'm expecting the chat to go wild right now. It's like, shots fired. No, it's not shots fired. They're both absolutely brilliant. But today, Seagull is just, he's on another level. I'm so impressed with that guy. Impressed with Mixup in general. The plays that they've been pulling out, quite impressive. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what this second map is going to bring. The veto system, obviously, we'll get all that information. Slin was usually handling that. I guess we'll just have to wait and see exactly what's going to happen with regards to that veto system. Is there any map you were expecting to see, Blank, coming out for the tryhards?
You know... I think we might see a Viaduct, hopefully. I'm kind of in the mood for some Viaduct, some good old King of the Hill. I don't think we've had a King of the Hill yet this LAN.
No. Not yet. I'm not sure in honesty, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. We've seen some weird maps, like we've had Metalworks today, we've not had Viaduct, we've not had Gravel Pit. It's one of the only things I'm actually confused about, because I think, like AG, Apocalypse Gaming, I think they could have just pulled out... They could have just pulled it out, the Gravel Pits. I think tryhards right now, they demolished Mixup on Gravel Pits in week 3 of the season. Why not pull it out right now, when you realize you're a little bit behind the enemy team? Might as well. That's how
I
I'm feeling.
mean, it is a viable tactic, but a lot of invite players in general just do not enjoy G-Pit at all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm pretty sure nobody's practiced it because nobody really practices G-Pit come the postseason. So, like, if they did that, that'd be a huge gamble. But I mean, it's very, very unlikely. But I mean, it is an option.
This is what I would do, right? I would, if I was tryhards before the LAN started, I would say to Madman, your team, I would be like, keep it silent. We're gonna practice against you guys every day. We're only gonna do gravel pit. Right? Like, this is about a lot of money. This is to be the best team in your country code, basically. In North America and Canada, everything. If you want to be the best, you gotta do something risky. You gotta do something strange. Because HRG, they are on a 37-0 win record at the moment. They have not lost since November 2012. Do you want to beat them on anything apart from gravel pit? Like, just do it. Like, that makes sense to me. Albeit it's a little bit crazy. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, G-Pit, I don't even think it's gonna be around next season, but I give it next to 0% chance of happening this LAN.
There's someone in chat saying they want to be the very best that no one ever was. I think that basically summarizes everything. I think all of these teams, they want to be the best. I think Tryhard's also realizing at the moment, like, maybe they're a little bit too good for us, at least for the time being. Guess we'll just have to wait and see exactly what the map pick is going to be. Do we have any information on that? Lang is probably listening to me right now. I don't know if you have heard anything yet.
No, nobody's told me anything so far, so we can only kind of speculate. I imagine we won't see a Badlands or a G-Pit or Granary, because those maps have kind of been played. Well, I guess they haven't played each other on Granary. I meant to say Gully Wash. So, my opinion, there's like Metalworks, Granary. I don't think we'll see
Viaduct?
Snakewater and Viaduct. Those are kind of the three, and I'm kind of leaning towards Viaduct. That'd be my prediction.
I'm feeling very Snakewater-ish, in honesty. Like, Tryhards, they saw how Mix played on Snakewater already against HRG. They know how they play. They have a sniper in Clockwork that is basically unstoppable all weekend. You gotta play your strengths. If Clockwork doesn't miss a single shot all weekend, play a sniper map. Go and play Snakewater. Makes sense. Do you guys run a lot of snipers on Viaduct? I'm honestly not sure.
Yeah, sniping on Viaduct is still a pretty popular option here in the US. So I definitely wouldn't put it past them.
It could be a possibility. It depends on what gets vetoed, I guess. We haven't heard anything just yet. I'm just gonna ask Lang, like, if he knows anything. He's probably listening, but that is alright, guys. Before we go over to the next map, we're going to go towards a quick commercial break anyway. And obviously, we're just going to have to get that map information out to Source TV, all that stuff. We're going to get all of that ready for you guys. And as we do that, you guys are going to be able to listen to the amazing music that TrukTruk has been putting up for you guys. Seriously, that guy's playlist is immense. I can't wait to see that keep going on. Obviously, it's going to happen right now as the commercial break is going to start, guys. We'll be right back here with the second map going live between the Tryhards and Classic Mixup in the consolation final, the loser bracket final, the game that decides who's going to go into the grand final. That is the main thing, guys. We'll be right back here. Pledge and blind casting, TrukTruk on camera, here at the ESEA Season 14 LAN Playoffs. Don't go anywhere.